Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is Spideko64, and welcome back, everybody, to once again to yet another NASCAR 164 scale diecast review. And here for today's 164 scale diecast review, we are going to be here today, folks, to have a look at and review here today at Justin Allgaier's number 40 Traveler Whisky Chevrolet that he ran in this year's Daytona 500. All right. Now, first and foremost, before we do kind of go ahead and get into the video, I just want to say one thing and one thing only, and that is, guys, I'm really do apologize that my voice is a little bit raspy and such, and that is because I have been kind of battling a sickness the last couple of days. Literally yesterday, I lost my voice, so I really couldn't talk at all. Today I've been really been trying to work out these vocal muscles, I guess you can say. I can talk, now. It's just that just please do apologize if there's any voice cracks. But hey, I want to go ahead and get into this review. I want to go off ahead here, and I want to talk about diecast. So yeah, just please bear with me. I imagine that probably by our next diecast review, I won't be as this badly. I won't sound like nearly as bad. So that is something I do want to go ahead and talk about. But yeah, so second straight year in a row, Lionel Racing has decided to release a Justin Allgaier Traveler Whisky car. Of course, obviously, this is the second time that Junior Motorsports is running in the Daytona, they ran the Daytona 500 this year. So with that being said, let's kind of go ahead and let's get into it. As always, here's a quick look at the packaging. Of course, obviously, it kind of looks similar to last year's packaging, but there are some differences. Like, first and foremost, you got a very stylized Justin, name right there, like his signature, and then it says Bully right there. It says Allgaier. That looks kind of cool. But it does not have the date. It just says Lionel Racing. That's kind of a bit disappointing. 164 scale diecast, body and chassis. Traveler Whisky 21 plus adult collectible. Justin Allgaier, number 40. Whisky. Oh, what the hell? That's funny. It says 2025 Chevrolet when this is supposed to be 2026. Okay. Fine. Mr. Lionel Racing. It says Traveler Whisky back there. Junior Motorsports number 40, Justin Allgaier. You got the barcode NASCAR logo back there. So with that being said, I'm going to do my best here to try to open this up. I might have to bring out my knife here. I do not want to rip this box open, so let me just go ahead and just open it up, because I do want to show you all there's nothing really different going on with this piece. Let's just be very gentle. It's I don't know what it is. Like, these boxes are just so, like, in this corner right here, it's so sensitive. I do not know why. One thing I will say though about the box is that it doesn't feel very secured. Like, it does not wrap around the car. Like, you see there's some holes. I don't know. This is something that I think Lionel kind of needs to still sort of, still need to work out the kinks of. But, of course, obviously the car comes out like this. Let's just kind of go ahead and put that, put it off to the side here. And we'll close up our knife. And here is the look of the car itself. Of course, obviously it comes off this acrylic base. So we'll put that off to the side. And here is a look at the diecast itself. So like I said, Justin Allgaier ran this car at the 2026 Daytona 500. This is only our second race win, or not. This is only our second 2026 diecast we're going to be here today to talk about. Of course, obviously a couple days ago, or earlier in the week, we did a review of Ross Chastain's Busch Light Chevy and all that such. So here's another car that I ran in the 500. And I do gotta say, it's the same base design as last year. where you got this very vanilla, I don't know what you really kind of call this, like very vanilla, like, or like light brown color. And you got a lot of red. And of course, obviously with a lot of the orange highlights. And I really do like that a lot. I really do like it a lot. I kind of prefer last year's scheme a little bit more. Maybe it's just because I love that one a little bit more, just because that one was a lot more significant, because, you know, that was JRM's first NASCAR Cup race. Do not know if they're going to do next year's 500. I mean, that's a little over 6 months or 12 or 8 months from now. So really kind of don't know what they're going to do. But I do like the way that this car looks. Now, of course, obviously you notice the 40 font is different. You got this more old school looking 40 font rather than that RCR inspired fonts that we had and all that such. The decal does look a little bit kind of, you of course can see it's chrome reflective, but it kind of looks fuzzy a little bit. The roof looks pretty good. Right there. We'll get into the sponsors here in a minute, but of course, obviously you got that. And of course, obviously it comes on the same base as per normal. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so you got glue right there. I do think last year's had glue as well. I am going to keep this car in its packaging. And what is with this? Oh, that's like glue. Okay. Now it's stuck to my finger, so that's not good. But that's really weird. So yeah, that's weird. But with that really kind of being said in mind, let's kind of go ahead and just get down into the sponsors right here. So on the windshield banner, we have Chevy and Allgaier. On the roof, it does say, what's it called right there? Buffalo Trace Distillery right there. I've said this before. I really do not like these logos right here on the roof. I just kind of think that just looks ugly. I get it. You want to maximize sponsorship as much as possible, but still, that just looks so, I don't know, that does not look great. Anyways, this is 90 proof. You got 958 CI. This is like, and this car right here, the reason why they did change the number font was that they kind of wanted to go for a more old school kind of look for this car. And of course, obviously, the cars back then had like the amount of horsepower that they have or some shit like that. I don't know. Anyways, this says Traveler Whiskey blend number 40, as kind of like last year. And of course, obviously, you do have the Chevrolet front end, the new Chevrolet front end that we talked about in last in the video with Ross Chastain. If you all want a more in-depth review on the Chevy body, of course, obviously, I did upload a video about that, so you can go ahead and check that out. Kind of got a little some paint chips, or I don't know, some kind of thing going right there. But anyways, this is number 40, JRM. He got some contingency sponsors right here, which JRM wanted to add it because they wanted to not have the car look so blank. But it is kind of important to mention that a lot of these sponsors are fictional or something like that. It says the glare is just so bad. Come on, let's see if we can focus in. Can we focus in a little bit? I don't know. That's not going to focus in. So we're not going to waste any time looking at these fictional contingency sponsors. Anyways, we got Goodyear Eagle Tires, NASCAR Cup Series. Number 40, Traveler Whiskey, branded, blend number 40, says down there. Foolproof, 121, Buffalo Trace. You got the gas cap right there. It says Brent Co. I think it does say Be Like Biff right there. I do think that is Be Like Biff right there. It says Justin Allgaier, number 40. Drink responsibly, Chevrolet, Junior Motorsports. On the back, of course, obviously it says blend number 40, Buffalo Trace. I genuinely have no idea what Buffalo Trace even is. What is that? That sounds to me like I don't know, like sauce or something like that. I don't know. It says Traveler Whiskey, Chevrolet. You got some signatures back there. Number 40, ZL1, JRM. Got the same stuff on the other side as per normal. And of course, this car's glued onto the base, so there you go. But with all that really kind of being said though in mind, that's gonna kind of do it here for today's review here, guys. Now, once again, I do want to go ahead and just say first and foremost, again, I'm just sorry that I don't sound 100% in this video, but once again, of course, obviously, with our next diecast review, I do hope to be at least by 100% and all that such. My body physically is just like at 90%. So that's really good. But yeah, but overall though, talking about this particular car though, however though, again, I really do like this one. I really do like it. Of course, obviously I had to kind of get this paint scheme just because I am a Junior Motorsport fan, and such. Justin Allgaier had an okay Daytona 500. He actually kind of crashed out of it, but we'll see if Junior Motorsports, Chris Stapleton sponsors this car. I would love to see Justin Allgaier run a Brandt Cup car, or even maybe an Arby's Cup car. Just kind of so, I don't know. You kind of have to get other your sponsors, JRM. That's just kind of what I think, personally speaking. But this is not going to end the JRM kind of glaze, I guess you can say. A lot of people are going to say, yeah, you're a JRM. Well, yes, I am a JRM fanboy because the next Xfinity batch review or O'Reilly batch review is mostly going to contain of some JRM cars because those are the only ones that are out right now. So there you go. Overall, though, I do have to say, though, I do prefer last year's over this year in terms of the paint scheme. And I don't know, this whole Lionel Racing, like just generic, like looking thing. I don't know, that just kind of looks lazy right there. I really do wish it could have included the date. That would have been really good, but unfortunately, no, that just does not include it. So, yeah. And again, I do think that they could have done a bit of a better job with kind of putting it into the box, because I don't know, the box kind of feels like it's going to fall apart. I do like the acrylic box, though, and I do hope they do more with this. Like, especially, like, hey, like, especially like Reddick's 500 win. It'd be cool if it was on a base like this. But I don't know. We're going to have to sort of wait and see how that goes. But yeah. Hopefully all of you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment down below. Hopefully my raspy voice was not irritating for all of you. Try my best out here, guys. So there you go. But again, you won't have to endure like this from me for my next diecast review. So there you go. That's going to do it all here for today's video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. And, of course, obviously, I will see all of you in the next video. See y'all later.